is going... Oh! That background's interesting.
Uh-huh. Aww.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's this style that I love.
Father, if I'd have died to meet you.
Oh, look at Jay and Talia in the top corner.
Oh.
My son, I'm finally home.
I think we failed.
I didn't. Yet. I don't think. But this is so beautiful.
You still got the red eyes.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Show yourself. I know you're watching
No.
me. Show
No.
yourself.
Yes.
Come on. Yes. Yes.
You would never. There's a girl I have to see.
Yes.
Very well.
Oh, wow.
Are the red eyes gonna go away?
Father,
I don't know.
she's waiting for you.
That was so beautiful. It was gorgeous. And
God.
there's so much. Like, I feel like I'm gonna need to actually sit down and think really hard about this saga to come up with how I feel about it, because I feel like there's so much.
Oh
There's
yeah, we're gonna have to
genuinely
post like retrospectives and stuff.
Oh, we will have to post her. Oh, Leah.
I failed.
God, I wish I could give
failed
you
so
a hug.
hard.
I'm like teared up, but they're not falling.
Oh, it was
never
what really
cry.
broke me was my son, I'm finally home. When they went from like the
Yeah.
talking to that belting out. Oh my God.
I loved
That
the
was so
animatic
perfect.
right there.
He made it.
Like, I wish I could say more, but like I am genuinely just so in a profound way that it's just sitting with me. And while there's a lot that I want to say, I'm like, wow.
I'm sure this is not the best commentary. I apologize, guys, but oh, I'm a wreck. Wow.
Oh,
The freaking it came full circle with Athena. I love the idea of he taught her empathy, and it's gonna be hard to make a world that lives by that empathy. But she's a goddess, she lives forever, she can do it. He might not be immortal, but he's having an immortal impact. His story is having an
Yeah.
immortal impact.
Yeah, no, that's so true. The way that it calls back to like the moral and the purpose of the Odyssey and like what it's meant to teach us and what Odysseus's journey is meant to show us about humanity and society. No, you're absolutely right. And just like the fact that they've switched places like here almost
Yeah.
because Odysseus is now
He's
in
the
the
ruthless
place
one, and she
that
learned
Athena was-
empathy.
Yeah, and now she's wondering the same things that Odysseus was wondering because he's finally in a place to, and Odysseus is in the position where he understands both sides now because
That's
now
cool
he's
that
lived it.
we have usually a story is one character going from point A to point B. I love that in this story we have two characters, one that goes from point A to point B, and one that has to go from point B to point A. Like Athena has to learn kindness and empathy, and Odysseus is learning, ruthlessness along the way. They're like their paths
Right.
intersect, and I bet you could pinpoint that moment of intersection between them, and it's probably something like My Goodbye, when they're both like halfway through their journey, but they're clashing and they bounce off each other. I was expecting one of the high intensity murder songs to be my favorite, like Odysseus, but so far it might be, what was it called? I Can't Help But Wonder. Odysseus
song is
Odysseus
beautiful.
seeing Athena the same way. Show yourself. I didn't think she was gonna make an appearance.
I didn't think that was how it was going to come back either. Like as
No.
soon as I heard "Show Yourself," I was like,
Because I heard that there was a song called Royal Wisdom Burst. It
"Oh,
was
I never heard that."
It's have you ever heard Tegan sing the to the party, though I'm sorry I came late?
No, I've never heard
Yeah,
that.
originally I think she showed up and like helped Telemachus beat ass or something. But then when she didn't,
Yeah, I'm
and I heard Royal Wisdom Burst got cut, then I was like, oh, maybe she doesn't show up. Maybe he's gonna leave it mysterious whether she's dead or not. She ain't.
kind of implied in the animatic what happens. I'm curious about how that would play out on a stage. Like there's a lot of ways that you could do, like I don't know, something I love about Epic is like the creative ways that you would have to think about what things that happen in Epic would look like on a stage. And I know he wants to do like
I
some
don't
sort of like Cirque du Soleil, like
I don't think
circus
thinking
kind
about
of
this on the stage is the right
performance.
way. Like, I don't think Epic's ever going to hit the
That's
stage,
fair.
and I'm fine with that. It shouldn't exist on the stage. The stage doesn't deserve Epic.
Wow. Bold claim, Lissum. I
It'd
don't
be
know. I
cool, and I would
disagree.
be in full support, and I would love to go see a stage show. I don't think a stage show could do this show justice, and now that I'm seeing it all, I totally understand Jay's opinion on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that a stage show could be really cool, but it would have to be done right, whatever right is. And,
He
like
said Cirque du
something different
Soleil or
would have to
something,
be
right?
done. That's what I was saying earlier. I think it would be really cool if you had like acrobats and like other people who could like represent like things like the waves and like do like really cool stuff. Like it could be super high theatrical and fun and like still have like the acting and the singing
A
elements and
bunch
be
of
something like
trapeze artists
genuinely
in gray
incredible.
are the storm clouds.
Well, think about how cool that would look if you had them all like moving amalgamously at the same time. Like, there's so many different things you could vision and so many different ways that you can play with what happens in the plot. Like, as a creative, it makes Epic such a fun project to play with because there's so much you could do with it.
I hope we get an anime. I hope we get a full-length anime that
It
can
would be
like
really
expand on
cool.
these things. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
An anime would be cool. I definitely would support that. I know the chances of us getting a stage production are really slim, but there's this little part of me that yearns to see Epic on a stage before I die. I don't know what it is. Like
Really?
I want to be able to go there, buy a ticket, sit down and see it live. Like there's something like Broadway shows, there's nothing like it. Maybe I'm different. Maybe not different. I wouldn't say different. I don't know what
Oh,
I would
you're a
say.
New
You're gonna cut
Yorker. You
this,
can tell us
Liam.
all about
Shut up.
Broadway.
No, I can't. I've only been a couple times, but I remember being a little
That's a couple
girl
more
and
times than
going
I
to
have. I've
see.
never seen actual Broadway, just Broadway shows that have left Broadway.
It genuinely feels magical. Like a lot of the times I have a hard time paying attention to things and like staying locked into stuff that I'm working on and stuff that I'm watching or consuming. I've had a lot of I've had a lot of
You
a
want
hard
to try
time
that
with
again?
that lately. No, I don't, but I've had a lot of a hard time. I'm
A
not
lot
good
of a
at long
hard time.
form.
Go on.
I've had a hard time throughout my life to stay focused on things, and Broadway shows and theater is something that has just been able to capture my attention and take me away from the real world in a way that a lot of other things can't. And I think it's because it includes storytelling, it includes musical elements. There's so many cool visual things that you can see, and it's not like it's just on a screen. It's there. Like it's physically there with you. And there's something so captivating about live performance, like genuinely. And so impressive too. And I don't know, I feel like in a lot of ways it's becoming a dying art. And like I really don't want it to because it's such a beautiful thing that I don't know, like kids go to Broadway and they immediately come out and they're like, I wanna be somebody that's performing on that stage because of just how cool it looks. Liam's gotta come with me to Broadway. We gotta get Liam to Broadway. We'll vlog it.
New
We'll figure
York
it out.
Saga when?
New York Saga when, listen.
Story time. I can't
It's okay,
go
let's
to
just do
New
our thing.
York because I'm cursed. I have tried
How
to
are you
go to
cursed?
New York 3 separate times. First time, COVID hit. COVID hit like hard. World went into lockdown like right before I went to the airport. Then I tried again. Second wave of COVID hit. I had to cancel again. And then finally, I tried a third time. And as I was checking into my flight the day before, I realized my passport was expired. And at this point, this
Aw,
was the third
man.
time that I was attempting to like go with my family. This was my
Right.
high school graduating like grad trip. Was my parents were going to take me to New York. And after the third time, they just went, Liam, I'm sorry, but you're cursed. We're going without you. So they went to New York. They saw a bunch of Broadway,
We went without you?
and they mailed me the playbills, like the books.
That's almost worse.
A real fuck you, Liam.
Aw, dang.
We're still
Liam,
going.
we gotta
At
get
some
you-
point,
we'll go.
I will get to New York. I swear to God, New York is my Ithaca.
You have to.
New York is my
I
Ithaca,
want
and you
to
are my
do-
Penelope.
Liam, look at me. I want to do a trip from Troy, New York to Ithaca, New York for the bit.
There's an Ithaca, New York?
There's a Troy, New York. Look at me. I would say chat, but we're not live. There's a Troy, New York. There's an Ithaca, New York. I've known this for a long time. I've known this since Optalk season
like
1.
there's a...
And one of my goals, there's a place called Troy. It's near the capital, Albany. And then there's an Ithaca, New York. So technically we could go to Troy.
We could do a road
and
trip
then we
from
could
Troy
have an
to
Odyssey.
Ithaca?
We could go on the Odyssey and end up in Ithaca, New York.
Oh my god, everyone
York
go sign up for our
saga.
Patreon so we can fund a trip like that.
No, seriously, like
That'd be amazing.
We could go on our own journey, and I could get pit stops
You
along
keep
the way
saying
and tell
journey.
nobody what they are. Okay, so there's a video of Jay where he's like, I'm gonna tell you guys how Epic ends, and he says like that it ends with Odysseus saying, "Well, guys, that's my journey," pretty much. And I was like, yes, best ending. Watch, that's gonna happen in song 40.
I wonder how many people are
very
screaming at us to listen to the last damn song.
No, they can yell. They can yell.
Yeah, go scream at us in the comments. And we'll eat up
Scream
that
at us in the
engagement.
comments, subscribe to Liam, subscribe to me, and then maybe we'll watch the last song. I'll wait. Okay, guys.
While
Can
you
go
wait for
subscribe
people to
me and
subscribe,
Liam?
I'm gonna go get tissues because we're probably gonna have round 2 of crying. Got my tissues. I'm ready for the last song.
You're ready to cry? I've got my paper towel roll. Hopefully I
don't know if I'm
need
gonna cry
it.
as hard. There's something about a father-son dynamic that I feel like could hit me, like it has the potential to hit me a lot harder than a love like relationship dynamic.
I don't know.
All right.
If anything is gonna make me cry, it's probably gonna be this song. That's so smooth.
Yeah, oh, this animation is delicious.
And I am not the love you knew before.
Already?
Stop! Leave me alone, Liam! Stop it! There's something so, I don't know, it stabs me in the gut to have this song of Odysseus having left and having came back, and just him talking about how he's a completely changed person. He just genuinely sounds like he's in so much pain just thinking about it, and it makes me so sad for him. I know that it's not like the conventional reason to be sad right now, but like Odysseus really went through so much, and I guess it's just so he's finally back, like finally, like, you know, instead of him going through all of that for nothing, it's like he gets there at the end, you know, and it feels so good. Okay, does she accept him? This is the part I don't know.
That would be a plot twist.
Oh, the fact that they hug first. We made it back home, Liam. This is the most gorgeous thing. That's Epic the Musical.
Yeah, it is.
That
Oh,
is
my throat is
such
so
a
tight.
tremendous way to end that musical. There's so much, and I am so just a man about it.
I didn't think it would hit me that hard. Oh my god.
All right, what's going on in your little brain, Listen? What's going on?
Oh, give me a second
Sit
for
down
my
in
little
my
brain
chair.
to comprehend it all.
That part where Penelope fully accepts him, it's just like, I don't know. I felt my heart open. It's like this, like that's such. You've been waiting literally, but you've been waiting the entire musical for that. And even though there's something about, even though you know it's coming, it's still so satisfying when it happens. Mm-hmm. He seems genuinely torn about if Penelope is going to accept him or not. And Jay's delivery really like sends that through, and it's devastating. And that was what got me at first, was like how scared Odysseus genuinely seemed.
Yeah.
And then Penelope doing her little thing was so smart. I knew they were gonna bring back the olive tree bed, because
So yeah,
that's
what
how
is
she
the
figures out
deal
it's
with
him.
that? He carved their bed
So-
from an olive tree that's still rooted?
So yeah, so he carved the bed out of. I'm pretty sure it's the tree where they say it's the tree where they first met, and
Oh,
if and only he would know that because he was the one who
yeah.
made the bed. So if it was somebody else, they would just be like, "Okay, LOL," and they would try to move the bed. But Odysseus is like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that because XYZ," and
I mean, it's
that
also a very
proves to
large
her.
bed. I would just say, no, sorry, I can't do that on my own.
No, I just got back from being away for 20 years and you're asking me to move this bed. The
Yeah,
first thing you're
I'm
doing when
like
I get
50,
back is you're
ma'am.
asking me to do something.
Oh,
But
is the bed not on like the second floor of the palace though? Like, does the tree go up through the palace?
we need a blueprint of
Could
Odysseus's
we,
palace,
Could we
guys.
get like a floor plan
Okay.
for Odysseus's palace,
Yeah,
please? Thank
just
you.
for Liam's sanity.
Appreciate it,
I keep
man.
pointing the wrong way.
Okay, I will say
Do we want to
Odysseus
do
is a better man than me because I would not have walked in and gone, before anything happens, I am a bad man. I have done bad things. I am laying this all out on the line. I would have been like,
Oh.
my wife, I'm home. And then, once we were reestablished, been like, by the way, to get here, I might have done some bad things, but, we're still cool, right? No, he was genuinely like, I want, if I'm still going to be with you, I need you to accept everything I've done. And she
Yeah.
did.
And that's probably what's going to hit hard for a lot of people with this song is like a lot of people who have been through a lot and done a lot in their life. We've had this exact moment with people where you are truthful and you say your piece and you want to do everything right. And a lot of the times it doesn't end the way that it ends here. And seeing it ends this way and feeling it end that way is so it's a catharsis, like it genuinely is.
And there's something about the
And it's
way
really nice.
Odie did it that makes me think if she had gone, oh my god, you did what? No, get out of here. He would have gone, okay. Because I love you, I will leave.
Yeah, and he would have. But you can really feel that fear that he's experiencing when he's going over everything that he's done and been through and what he's lost. I don't know, the regret, like, even though he is even though he is the monster, and even though, we get red eyes Odysseus for this saga, it kind of breaks in that final song. And, it's
But the
the
red eyes
I don't want to call
stayed.
it a facade
I kept
because he's
expecting at some
permanently
point.
changed.
Yeah, and I love that. I kept expecting at some point he would get home and maybe when he first saw Penelope, he would blink and his eyes would go back to normal. But I love that he has a permanent. It's probably a lot more metaphorical, like, so we can see that he is a different person, but he is physically changed.
Yeah, he
Totally
is
throws the whole
physically.
Ares theory out the window. I don't like that anymore. I would much prefer if it's just straight up, this is a physical representation of his change.
And the change happens post him being put into the water and almost dying and then choosing to continue
That's
on,
probably what that line meant.
which
What did he say? My mercy drowned, it died for me to get here. Like, it
yeah,
died in that moment when he was underwater. It literally drowned. The mercy Odysseus
yeah.
did drown. I keep wanting to say it's over, but I know it's not over.
It's not
The
over.
concept
There is
album
so
is
much
finished,
more.
though.
The concept album is finished, but there is so much more that will be done and that we can do in relation to Epic that's going to be fun, and it really is just beginning. Like, I can't wait to see where this project goes and what we get from it. But either way, like, wow.
I
Like,
think
even
Epic
if we
is a
got
tree.
nothing more,
I think Epic is a tree, and the trunk has just finished growing. The strongest main part has just finished growing, and now it's time for all these epic branches. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna get video games, we're gonna get shows, we're gonna get movies, we're gonna get all the covers and reactions and like this, a whole forest is going to spring up around this project, and I am here for it. We were here for the budding of the first tree.
we were. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, this is Penelope and Odysseus's bed, but the roots are Epic the Concept album. The
Oh,
Odyssey is making a huge comeback right now, like
didn't
as
they
a
just
story,
announce like
not just.
another movie being made about it?
Yeah, I forget who's making it. I have to look it up.
There's
I have to.
it wasn't Zack Schneider, was it? No, some big
No.
director is making a movie, and there's like a leaked cast list.
Christopher Nolan.
No way.
It's Christopher Nolan, yeah. So Christopher Nolan is making an adaptation of the Odyssey too, and we also got that movie, The Return.
The Return.
And yeah, The Return is a movie made by, I think Bleecker Street is the studio or something. They're related to it, and
It's
it's
not just about like a bad Amazon experience.
no, it's The Return. It's Odysseus getting home. It's like that part of the Odyssey they made into a film.
Like,
So if you'd want to
basically
react to that with me at some
basically
point,
the Ithaca Saga stretched out into a feature length.
I think so. I think so.
That makes sense because just knowing the basic plot points of the Odyssey, so much happens in what we would consider the Ithaca Saga. I am blown away by how they managed to pare it down to this. That
So
makes
much
sense.
happens, period. Period. Like the amount of material in the Odyssey, like obviously they could not fit everything. This is not a
No.
criticism. I think that they were very tasteful with what they chose to include.
He
But
could have made 120
there is
songs.
so much that was not included that is cool, but that I hope people are inspired to go back and read and check out the Odyssey to see those things because now we can see them. And that was Epic the Ithaca Saga. Wow.
I'm
I
dead.
have so many words, and not enough time.
Oh, you're
Not
gonna
enough
release
time.
like 12 videos in the next 2 days or something, just yapping about this saga.
I need to hop off and cry now. I'm actually so bothered for so many reasons in the best way.
I need to
In
go
the
hug
best
my
way.
family.
That is one of the most incredible musicals I've ever listened to in my life.
Top
and I think
one.
it's going
Top
to
one
remain,
for me, easy. Best musical ever written.
if it's not my favorite musical for the rest of my life, then Jorge must have written something better, which I don't know if that's possible.
That's
The
so
challenge.
true. The challenge. Jorge, make something better than
Jorge.
Epic.
Just kidding. Jorge, take a nice long rest because you worked so hard on
my
this
God, you
project
deserve
for
it,
us.
man.
All of you guys did. Epic cast, everybody behind the scenes, and on the fan side, we are just so grateful that we have this and that you did this for us and that you guys worked so hard to make it happen. So despite the storms, despite the technical issues, despite everything you guys went through, thank you. And now we get to have this gift. Best Christmas present ever. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you head on over to Liam's channel if you haven't, which you probably have because this is a part 2. But we're going to be doing a lot more reaction content over
This is
here on
just
this
the
channel.
start.
We're going to be doing tier lists. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be doing a bunch of crazy stuff that I have no idea yet, but we're going
The
to be doing a
redheaded
lot.
partnership has
So,
just begun.
I love you guys. Epic has been... I can't even... I want to say something, but genuinely I'm going to start crying.
No.
Just like Epic has been... I'm not even kidding. Like, I was in a really, really, really dark place when I found this musical and when I started making memes. And, you know, I started doing it as a joke and it was all funny haha, right? But all of a sudden it was like literally somebody opened the windbag, Poseidon's storm was all around me and everybody was just there. All of a sudden the cast was spawned in. I was like, what the heck are you guys doing here? And like, it became such a huge part of my life and genuinely, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not even kidding. It genuinely saved my life when I really needed something to. And I cannot repay you guys for that. Not just Epic cast crew, but Epic community. You guys gave me a home when I really needed one. And I'm never going to forget that, and I'm always going to remember where my roots are. So, thank you so much for everything.
Meadow. God damn it.
Yeah. Epic's the reason I'm friends with Liam, which is one of the
And who could
greatest
ask for
things
more
that
than that?
happened to me.
Thank you
I love
everybody
Epic
for
fandom.
watching this.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for all of this to grow and to blossom, and I can't wait to do more stuff with Meadow. Thank you, Epic.
I can't wait
Thank
to
you,
do more
Epic.
stuff
Thank you,
with
Jorge.
Liam. Thank you, Epic. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, everyone. Stick around for more cool stuff from us and way more epic stuff from us. But bye for now.
Bye-bye.